I'm very disappointed that we're here today voting on this nomination, especially in light of the testimony that we heard just yesterday. My Republican colleagues spent their time at the hearing focused exclusively on policy and on partisanship and process. The majority argued that the sexual assault Dr. Ford experienced was nothing more than a Democratic smear campaign that I am allegedly orchestrating. However, I was shocked to see Judge Kavanaugh take the same tone and strategy. Candidly, in the 25 years on this committee, I have never seen a nominee for any position behave in that manner. Judge Kavanaugh used as much political rhetoric as my Republican colleagues, and what's more, he went on the attack. He yelled at Democrats for having the temerity to express our frustration for not having access to over 90% of his record, and said that some Democratic members were, quote, an embarrassment, end quote. He'd accused Democrats of, quote, lying in wait, end quote, and replacing, quote, advice and consent with search and destroy, end quote. He even went so far as to say that Dr. Ford's allegations were nothing more than, quote, a calculated and orchestrated political hit, fueled with apparent pent-up anger about President Trump and the 2018 election, end quote. This was not someone who reflected an impartial temperament or the fairness and even-handedness one would see in a judge. This was someone who was aggressive and belligerent. I have never seen someone who wants to be elevated to the highest court in our country behave in that manner. But it's equally unfair to have heard from a credible, poised, and brave witness and simply ignore what we heard and move forward immediately.
All of my Democratic colleagues have said for weeks that they will vote against Judge Kavanaugh. Here's where I stand. We can't allow more time for new smears to, we can't allow more time for new smears to damage Judge Kavanaugh, his family, his reputation, the reputation of the court, and of course the reputation of the country. We cannot allow more time for partisans on the left to try to beat Judge Kavanaugh into submission.
You know, in some ways, it feels like Alice in Wonderland around here. It's unbelievable where we are today. It's almost surreal. This Judiciary Committee is no longer an independent branch of government, and we're supposed to be. The Senate's supposed to be an independent, equal branch of government. We're no longer that, but we are an arm and a very weak arm of the Trump White House.